actually in the supermarket to pick up some stuff for my 9 to 5 job. I'm a software engineer, and my stand-up has changed from 10 o'clock to 9:30, so I'm trying to head back home as quick as possible. But I don't have any fruits which I just picked up, but I'm just walking through the aisles, just making sure that if I see anything that I need, I could actually just pick it up while I'm here currently. Please don't judge me as well if you see me looking all messy. I just, I had to quickly leave the house. I had to drop my daughter at the daycare, and then my wife at work. Well, my wife at work first, and then my daughter at the daycare, and then I head back home and just try to finish getting ready in the morning. So don't judge me if I look all raggedy out on the road. Okay, so I'm back home, which is kind of a little bit late. My stand-up call starts at 9:30. Usually I would be back home even by 8:50 around that time, but simply because I'm making the recordings of this video, it just takes so much time to set up and break down and just move from place to place. So I'm going to hop on the call. I pretty much have things already ready mentally to share on my stand-up, but usually I'll make my breakfast in the morning before I actually get to work. But I'm gonna make my breakfast right after my stand-up call. This one is for Justin. I know Justin is the well outspoken, but like today, how was yesterday? I know you would show us updates, but you're quiet this morning, so I'm curious. Let's make some breakfast. This morning is gonna be peanut porridge. My wife had porridge before she left to go to work this morning, but that was the last of it, and also my daughter had some. So I wanna make some porridge for myself. I'm gonna also have that with some plantains. Why am I having a struggle with recording this tidbit of the video? Guys, let's go. This is my breakfast once it's done. I'm very particular about my plantains, the color, the texture of it once it's done. And then this is my peanut porridge, and I know many Jamaicans make their porridge a little bit different. This is 100% vegan, and I like this. And I actually found this new condensed milk that I've been using to make my porridge. This thing is super sweet and just makes the porridge taste a lot better. Also, a part of my morning routine, I do like to brainstorm just to get out some of my ideas onto my iPad, or sometimes I'm sitting around my computer or even just on my phone and just scribble something down, and then after I go back and look at it. But I've been using Notion to capture most of my thoughts along with my schedule of the content that I want to create and the timeline that it should be published on. And for this 2025, I'm trying to create more content, especially on a weekly basis. So that's something that I'm trying to achieve for 2025. And in order to do so, I need to brainstorm. I need to have it done on paper or digital paper, just to make sure that I'm following the goals that I set out for each day, month, year, whatever you may call it. I really don't like to go to the gym, so sometimes during the day I do some push-ups for myself. For some weird reasons, I like to just respond to emails on my computer. This is the M4 MacBook Pro, and I've actually done a review on this particular model. Links will also be in the description down below. And I feel like just most of the times in the morning why I respond to so much emails at that time, most brands that reach out to me, it looks like they're not in the same time zone as me, so they're probably sending emails at 1, 2 in the morning, and then when I get up I see like a bunch of emails. And if you guys are also curious about my tech stack, I primarily do back-end development, so I use most of the cloud services like Azure, AWS, and also GCP. But over the last year or year and a half or so, my primary cloud service has been GCP, and that is where I use most technologies like Firestore, BigQuery, Cloud Run, API Gateway, even their Vertex AI from their Model Garden. Those are some tech stacks that I use on my cloud services. But on my local, my programming language of choice is Python, and I use PyCharm as my IDE, and even to test out some of the APIs I use Postman to do that. But that's primarily the tech stack that I use. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys want me to go in more detail of the tech stack and just how I use them, why I use them. But let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see if I could make a video on that as well. As it relates to the work aspect of my mornings, there's two tools that I need in order to get my job accomplished every day. It is my computer, of course, because I'm a software developer, and then my iPad, which captures all of my notes. On my iPad, the software that I use to capture my notes is Notability. I know that Notes has been doing an exceptionally good job over the last 2 years, but I have not been able to make the transition to Notes, which is something that I want to do. And if you've watched my previous video, you know I really don't like subscriptions, so I'm just trying to find softwares that will allow me not to be subscription based, or even just a cheaper type of subscription. So maybe I'll switch over to Notes since I already have the Apple and I'm in that ecosystem. If you're new to the software development process, there's actually a software that most developers use, which is called Jira. I haven't heard a developer say they haven't used this software before, but that's what is used to track the software life cycle, or just the workload of all of the developers, the tasks they're working on, whether it has started, whether it is finished, and just details the process of what needs to be done and what has already been accomplished. That's something that I use also in order to be productive in my work life. If you've made it to the end of this video, shout out to you, because you are a real one. And if you like this type of content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I'll probably be dropping a ton of these, especially moving forward on this channel and just the rest of 2025. And it was a pleasure just sharing my content with you. Leave a like as well. But I feel like that wraps it up for this video. Peace out, God bless, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.